Okay. Also, if walkers want to help out, please assemble. If not, I will use trusts. In the dark of the tower, Ryle glances at you with expectant eyes. Since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales? Hey, what's up, Spencer? Drive safely, not quickly. Unless you're on a racetrack. Hello, I am new here. Will we be running in this stream? In cutscenes, yeah. Yeah, probably. And zone borders, too.
In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have
What is up, Senile Supreme? How are you doing today?
We have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly...
Do you reckon that purple gem on her thing is her soul gem from the brothers of, like the dark brother thing in,
then make our way to
what's it called? Raktika.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Frodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Afrit.
What does it tell us that the
Nice to see now. Never anything, but I did think my 213 shit in the fat outside the retirement, so life is good. Good for you, not for the people cleaning it up, right?
The direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
Alright, walking will end about half an hour earlier tonight. Because I have to... I have to teach Rice Ball, UMAD.
Some manner of core doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses...
Don't worry, Sonny. That will only stay on screen until someone moves the message.
Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
I want people to know. I respect the confidence. Let's pin this.
That duty can
Sure.
be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostela, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly,
What's up, Lazy? How's it going?
both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
I know what kind of man I am. Me too, buddy. For myself, not you. Sure, Alpha was in the right group.
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill
What are you
that
doing?
role.
We are trophy
I
brothers.
found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Radzat-Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, there are some scary people in that community. Can tell you that much. Much of my cat being a pain, dude. I get it. Your cat's called Pepper, right? Hey, what's up, Beth? It's quite the pin, my guy. Hey, Lenny told me to do it. The more hardcore dedication, the more scary it gets. Yep. Is it a girl orange cat? Because if so, that's a really fucking rare cat. Froze when you responded to that. Yeah. It's a need-to-know basis. It was too powerful, yeah. It was Lenny. Lenny made me pin it. At gunpoint. He said if I didn't, he would steal all the rare spawn kills in WoW, so I had to do it. Really? You're ready for another round of aetherite testing? Then please, by all means, let's get you whisked away to Thavnir before you come to your senses. I'm sick. I'm not right in the head at the moment. At the moment? Oh yeah, how's your real walking going, Senny? You could do that, Lenny. You can also do it in a week or two when Ath is playing a existential, psychological, cosmic horror Souls-like game that somehow made it past her filth. I like the chat box update. Thank you. It came out way better than I expected it to. What's funny is it's like very low tech. It's just two color boxes in OBS with walk-ins set to like the gamma to 0. It's like... It was so low effort. It was when you were talking to me earlier, you said something along the lines of, like, oh, well, at least it's not horror. And I'm like, are you sure? Until they've seen guys, didn't even know it was... Yeah, they were, it's like 1 in 100 or something. It's like male calico cats. They're really rare. Because I have an orange boy cat who is like 4 months old, who is currently asleep on my feet. Because he hears me before the start of the stream with my mic going test 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 1 2 test test, and he seems to take it as a cue that I'm about to do something. And as soon as I do that, he comes and sits on my feet. I don't know why, but he seems happy. Have you done Tower of Zot yet? No, we're walking towards the Tower of Zot right now. But I think Spencer is currently speeding home and breaking the law. Can I get in on this one? I actually don't know how many people we have. I know Lenny's sick, but I don't know if he wants to do Tower or not. I do have to wait for Spencer because we made a deal, so... I don't know if Noct is around. I actually have no idea who the fuck is here. I don't want to out people, so... I'm half alive, so someone wants to take my spot. I'm gonna go round the pissed off elephant army. I don't want to deal with that. Can you fuck off? You're half alive. Don't worry. Tower of Zot can finish you off, buddy. Zot on the first day of Endwalker. I didn't do Zot on the first day of Endwalker because I was mega fucking sick. You walked all the way to Dawntrail? No, I'm still in Endwalker. How long did it take me, though? I have to math. Hang on. Chat, what's 18 days in hours? $432? At least 48. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Lenny. Yeah, I was omega sick at the start of Endwalker. This is not the reader on a lighthouse. No. It is not. Because people can do math here, apparently, unlike in Reader Rana Lighthouse. Damn. Oh yeah, the time isn't even the worst part, dude. The worst part is the dungeons. There's about to be evidence when we have to deal with Delta attack. Have you ever timed out a dungeon? Nah, I'm too good. No, my group is too good. The people that help me. We haven't actually wiped very much, really. Titan was like 4 or 5 attempts. Yeah, Titan hard mode. Ifrit was 2. Garuda was 2. Shinryu was 2. Because Spencer backflipped off the platform. I think Innocence was the worst, right? If any of the people that were with me for that are here. Because we did Innocence synced 5-man. And I think it took like 4 goes. What was most interesting since you have to walk? Working my way around solo duties. The Shadowbringers Thancred Ranjit solo duty was rough. That was really rough. I cleared that with 1 second left on my Doom debuff. That was a tight one. You are a master. Yeah. I wouldn't go that far. I'm still learning. Because no one else has done this. It's Seni. Everyone had to walk. Yep. If you join for a dungeon or trial, you have to follow the rules. You have a macro and everything. But yeah, when you mean when I queued up for Ravana without turning off the unsync party size thing? Thank you for the 3 months, Seni. Thank you for the Prime. Yeah, that was funny. To be fair, those two were really receptive of it while I was in the cutscene and you guys explained it. Oh, so Lazy, do you only have the one cat? Do you just have Pepper? I only have one cat, right, guys? One cat times 12. 14. I'm going for a full alliance raid. I'm not. Absolutely not. There is actually a cool development in my area where I live now regarding the stray cats. There's a really cool development. Gotta respect the fellow Mikoto. But yeah, the ground floor units where we live, they have like a enclosed like garden, like facing the front area. It's walled in. It's probably like a 2.5 meter high wall, I would say. And someone moved into one of those units recently, and what they've done is they've put like a giant like outdoor cat tree on the inside of their wall, and it has a bit that hangs over the other side of the wall, and all of the strays now go into their garden and they're looked after there. They've all been given bell collars and stuff. So yeah. The lady that lives there is the one that is looking after Moomba's mum and siblings. Cat shares. Nyx is cute, but she doesn't do the intelligent cat thing. Nearly everything I've seen of Nyx is head empty. It's like I see my cats, like especially like Feisty and Sugar, and I'm like, you fuckers are way too smart. Smudge as well. Smudge knows how to open drawers. But then I see Nyx and I'm like, well, okay. Ah, our friend from Eorzea. We've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warding scales shall be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we have readied. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. Did they ever fix this dude's face? It looks okay. Was he one of the ones that had a really weird model glitch after the graphic update? Because there were a few of those, right? He stands in the hall and yells to check whether I'm still home. Looks super stretched out. Yeah. It's just a super long chin. Someone just join my Discord. Is it a bot again? Maximum one memory running both games. Oh, if this is the future of Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. Aye. No warning, however emphatic, could have prepared me for that. Sent you a picture of his face. What did they do to his, like, orbital bones? Like, here. He's got blades for orbital bones. On account of which we are a little late, but fighting fit, mostly. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be... we should still call you Varshan, I suppose. Indeed. It would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well, then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see fit to entrust us with your warding skills. Please convey as much to His Excellency. I mean, it's not like anyone else could do it. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessings. Ah, thanks. With these, we can go anywhere those with the blessing of light can go. I don't think you're going to enjoy it, my guy. My life isn't all it's cracked up to be. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break your monopoly on primals, by all means, my guy. In that case, they're all yours from now on. Ah, but I'm afraid we can't let you retire just yet. You're the Scion's brightest star, after all. If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into 2 groups. Immerly and her band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. I get the hard bit again. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. Wow, it got real foggy, real suddenly. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Thavnarian myth. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavnir, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Thanks for the pressure. Tower of Zot. How long till dungeon? Now. I suppose I should invite Senny to the... Now that you're here, you get an invite to the link show. Hey, LT, what's up? Let me put Procon. What's that? Is that you want to come along? Oh, okay. Well, see you on your ult then. Let's go. What role do you want me as? Tank works. Are you coming, Lenny, or do you need to do something quickly? I'm not in a hurry, dude. I'm really not in a hurry. Can do it after? Okay. Alright. So, no sprint, not even in between pulls, no jogging. Gap closers can be used in combat, no peloton, just walk. Time to heal, Neri. Yeah. It's not just me. And a walker. I don't need to change anything here because we're... Alright, folks. Walkie walkie. Welcome, Senny. Your inaugural walk. Luckily for you, Spencer, it doesn't seem like Senny's gonna need healing. The signs are like, why are they taking so long? Should probably actually food for this, huh? There's no point in big pulling either, Senny, if you're wondering, because it makes it really hard to hit with melee. It gets a bit fucky. We discovered that quite early on. I think actually one would have been... I think Snowcloak, actually. I think Snowcloak was when we discovered that it wasn't really worth it. You're back. Welcome back. No Primal Ren, this is a tragedy. Curses. You are too late knocked. But it does mean that you get to watch Spencer heal. And that's gotta be worth it, right? Fucking Brain is doing level 100 Reaper rotation. You do get to watch you die. He can do that while he's here, though. Cock. This is one of those dungeons you don't realize how much walking there actually is in it. Until you have to do it. There goes my buff. Hit the wrong button. I think I'm in Jazzy's good books today, by the way, guys. Because we woke up to watch Summer Games Fest at 4:45 in the morning. And then she went back to bed. I didn't, because I was too excited. And then she was so out cold that I managed to order McDonald's breakfast, get out the door and pick it up without waking her up. So she got woken up to McDonald's breakfast and coffee. which is a really good way to make your partner happy. Ugh. Well, this dungeon should level me up, huh? Get to have a proper look around. These guys have a lot of health, huh? I don't actually remember this boss that well. Apart from that, you have to move quite a bit. Which is, you know, quite a problem. Mindy. Okay. Okay, so Blizzard is cones. Fire is in. Thunder is cross advancing. Fire is front. Okay. Okay, so that's advancing crosses. So there's that. Okay. So far, so good. I should really have held that. Probably an AoE. Oh, it's dot. Okay, so it's going to be a cone, and then a cleave, and then that's advancing. It's this way. Huh? Yeah. Ooh. That was close. That was a bit late on that. Nope. Forgot how to be a Reaper for a moment. I'm just gonna eat this dude. I think the gear in here might be an upgrade for me. I mean, healing gear obviously isn't. Making Spencer work. I like it. What's funny is the final boss is so much worse than everything else up to that point. However, trash ball wise, this will probably be the most chill Tower of Zot ever. Okay, hold on. Done this again since Endwalk. It comes up in leveling roulettes, like, not too infrequently. And every time it does, you kind of get like a pang of dread. Unless you're a DPS, then your life is chill. But if you're a healer or a tank, it's like, oh no. Oh, it's a big boy. You wonder there's going to be a weakling? Spoiler. Pretty much always is. Thank you, Spencer. Slaying. 99. 28. Sweet. Now I'll go on my other screen. Go kill him. Quick, do it. I'll kill this bull. I've killed that fucker 107 times, dude. He still doesn't drop my damn item. Okay, not too bad. Oh. How long does it take you to kill Chromie Nog then? Because it takes me like, I don't know, maybe 15 seconds or so. Probably because I'm a warrior. Thank you again, Spencer. Okay. You could try a different warlock spec. Maybe you could become a fucking nuclear bomb. Sandaruva. love that Sunny's obeying the rules. Very much approve. There we go. You guys are mad. I think that will cover all of them. Okay. All the way out. Yeah. It's a big AoE. Just smoke a little bit. Yeah. It's like the entire reason I fucking picked Reaper for walking. It's saved me so many times. Good kill time though. Yeah, really good. Almost like half of you, well, it's almost like 3/4 of us are ultimate raiders. Crazy, right? Yes. Never played this game in my life, actually. That explains the 6 Vuln stacks on the first boss, that's for sure. It tastes like cherry. I think I saw Spencer have like 9 on the fucking last boss of Grand Cosmos. And there was an Alt Raider and Senny isn't, yeah. I'm not used to having 2 people in the group that have names starting with L. So when I saw like L and a warrior, I was like, wow, when the fuck did Lenny get warrior to 90? In travel agency has to the Philippines, just go visit them. That's the answer. Although don't go through an agency. You know my escape key, Senny, is a 16 Vuln stack key. Walking only Uru. I think you die to Feather Rain at the latest. It's so he can do Uru with me. I think Lenny would do pretty much anything in this game with you. Yeah, it's too much power. I have nowhere to run. You have no way to run anyway. Not after the last time. Yeah, hang on. I'll put it on the camera. Focus, you bitch. Yeah. Afterwards. Not after the accident. Not after I broke his legs. Getting my leg day on, man. I'm gonna try and break them this time, and it'll be like iron. You'll do that, and I'll just break your arm instead, and you'll be like, shit, didn't think of that. This Sage Walk looks so menacing. But yeah, dude, this FF14 keyboard has been the best keyboard I've ever owned. Nothing has gone wrong with it. Yeah. As long as there's one bone, I'll find it. Just as a heads up, I didn't actually break any of Huey's bones, to my knowledge. Because he did. He's trying to cover his ass legally. Legally? I'm in a different country. I'm not worried. Although if Rice Ball ends up PFing Ultima, I am going to owe my raid leader dinner, which is probably going to involve a Singapore trip. That's how we solve things in our raid group, by the way. If we're so confident in something, we bet dinner. If someone in our static offers to bet dinner, you know they're gonna win. I pray she doesn't PF it. I don't think you have to pray too hard. That's just me, never involve food. Your diet's a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's like, so it's fairly easy answer. Welcome to hell, chat. This is what I've been waiting for. We'll be waiting a lot longer because they got a head start. Guys, we mapped the realm. Is this where walking ends? Or didn't even wait for you? No, they did. They're there. They didn't pull. Actually, if we're being honest, walking technically ended at Bardham's. If we're being completely accurate. Wow, she doesn't move? Oh yeah, she's a white mage. White mages don't move. I raid with Rice, I would know. AoE? Yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm normally quite confident on walking for mechanics. I'm not here. God, I feel like I'm in fucking UMAD, dude. Oh, I think that hit me. Oh, it didn't. Holy shit. Might want to heal up. Spencer. You're kind of the healer, dude. I'll get him. You better get up before this kills me. Ooh! Oh, I'm fucking dead, dude. Unless... Okay, I'm alive. Oh, oh no, I'm dead. UMAD yeah, UMAD didn't train me for Phoenix Downing a healer that didn't heal. Hi, Mumby. You want to come say hi? Do I have any healing potions on me? I have max pots. I'm waiting for my thing to run out. I can't use them anyway. Okay. Jesus Christ. I wonder if I get LB2, huh? Because she doesn't have that much health. I'm not risking it, but I will in Shroud. I don't have a Phoenix down, Lenny. You have to get this one, dude. Have you got a Phoenix down, Sonny? That was big damage. Oh, it worked. Good job, Lenny. Spamming this keyboard. No. It's... You gotta stay calm, dude. Walking gives no shit about how much you press your keys. Nearly died too. Yeah. I did. Thank you. Thank you, boys. Take a shot for every one stack. How's your liver? Yeah, Lenny was a hero, yeah. Because Senny would have had to walk all the way over, and I don't know if I would have lived long enough. Bending and Dragoon. What did I get? Oh. I got the helm. Ooh. I just tried to control click it. My WoW brain. It looks kind of dumb. Alright, let's get a screenshot. Get your emotes out. Thanks, Earth. Thank you for your thank you for your watching just to see us suffer. This looks like it looks like Spencer is the only one with a shield, which is how I imagine a lot of Sage players. No, I don't. Stretch. Because there was a lot of walking. Got to stretch after exercising. Ow. Pressing my escape key without the keycap on it's quite sore. Oh yeah, I can show you now, look. Come on, you bitch, focus. Fine, fine. Fine. Oh. Here, it obvious. Is it cherry flavored? I mean, my fingers have been on it. I'm not going to lick it and find out. Alright. Thank you very much, folks. I don't know if we'll get to Babel today, but, you know, we'll see, I guess. Lick your finger then? Why would I do that? Do you think I'm going to do that on stream? I don't want that out of context clip. How have you done this all the way through Endwalker? It's easy.
We fortified the captives with what magics we could.
I doubt you'll make it to Babel. I kind of hope we
All
do.
appears quiet for the moment.
Because it means I get to organize the trial next week at a good time.
The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Stola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point.
Spencer Dyack was quite funny.
This is the core we seek.
He's going to go back to Sandra now with trauma.
Something is off.
Let's return to America. I'm
As
sorry to
large
hear
as the
that.
structure is,
Sorry for
it
you.
siphons far more ether
Yeah.
than is required to sustain it. 'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look. Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core. A man's limb.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Someone left behind their pinky finger in the generator. What if it's that, right? What if your Stola's like, there's something really weird here, there's a limit, and it's actually just an accident at work?
And that
This is
should
your
be the
leg.
end of it.
Yeah, I used it to build a fucking ether death tower.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
You build one of these? No, dude, I'm way too lazy.
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves.
I've been meaning to repair
I pray
one
I'm
of
not too late.
one of the cat trees for like 6 months at this point. I still haven't done it. Although repairing like ropes on cat trees is a pain in the ass. You know? Well, you know, Noct, there's like maybe the tower was originally created with good intentions, you know, like providing ether to everybody.
Where are we?
But then, you know, some new middleman came in and made it evil. You know, kind of like Crimson Desert. Right? Always someone ruining something.
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood.
When their tree will be
It
fixed.
is as if it never existed.
Fan Daniel ruined Crimson Desert too.
Hardly
There's cats. No,
scratched.
they still use it. It's just
How?
some of the rope is worn out. Like it needs replacing, but you have to disassemble the whole thing, and then you have to like use a staple gun and a glue gun, and it takes a long time. So it's just a hell of a lot of work. And they announced BDO 2.
Raha wove a levitation spell at the last moment.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
BDO 1 still makes millions though, so why bother?
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Fuck me, has the fucking UMAD strat changed again?
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt
They
we'll be
found that
safe
he
for
ruined
their
Crimson
minds.
Desert. Did they just delete the stuff for P1?
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
There we go. Stupid Japanese websites.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Dude, it's a pain in the ass when
Hail,
ultimate strats change.
Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Okay. It doesn't seem to affect me that much, to be honest. You mean yesterday? It was this morning. This might as well be yesterday. It was like 5 to 7 a.m. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Radzahan for treatment. Alice and Y'shtola will oversee the administration of the tempering treatment, with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. The moment it finished and I got to bed, I slept the best. Dude, when I go to sleep tonight, I am going to sleep well because I haven't been to bed since waking up to watch it. I am still awake. The Jewel of Thavernir. Thancred is rested and ready to set out. Had enough rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right. Varshan bade us come to Megaduta at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there once we have finished tending to the prisoners. Ah, wait. On second thought, you and Estinian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. We left Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me, then. Guardsman at the gate should wave us through. I'm watching Neri doze off midstream. That has never happened, actually. Because I don't care enough to stay here if I'm that tired, I'd just end. It happened during Shadowbringers. I was feeling kind of, like, really fucking tired because I slept badly. So I just ended stream early and went to bed. Yeah. SGF was good, man. It was really good. And the Day of the Devs was cool too. Food for the day. Go and enjoy your food, Lenny. There's a decent variety of games as well. Like, it wasn't all one genre. Which is, unfortunately, oh, look at this supposed hardcore action combat game that we'll use the term Soulsborne for because we haven't actually played a Souls game or Bloodborne and have no fucking idea what makes them unique. I woke up at like 11 AM. I woke up at 4:45. I watched SGF and Day of the Devs. Played WoW. And I ate McDonald's breakfast. I'm getting kind of hungry again, so I might eat some food after. I'm looking at the like list of everything revealed. So obviously FF7 Revelation is like jizz in pants level excitement. I look forward to being incredibly unhealthy when I play it. The Street Fighter 6 DLC character thing is neat. I'm not going to play it, but you know, the fact that it's still getting new stuff 4 years in is pretty cool. Stellar Blade Blood Rain looked sick. Wolf Among Us 2, I really liked the first one. So I'm looking forward to that. Power World 1.0, I didn't realize we weren't already on 1.0. But I did enjoy the time we spent playing Power World as the collab group. That was a really good time. Attack on Titan 3, I don't particularly care about. Clutch, like a racing story game, could be kind of neat. Welcome in, Namikaze Mika. How's it going? Welcome in, Cyphrax. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Walking. Get you a shout out. How you guys doing? I like it when people have names I actually can spell. Watch me typo it right now. You're playing some FF14? You are a Rain Dog Yokai VTuber. So, wait. You're in Stormblood? No, I am in Endwalker. I am walking through Endwalker. I told you that command doesn't exist anymore. And it never will. I mean, it does still exist, but no one can use it. Beg pardon. No, that's all good. It's all good. No need to apologize. Yeah, we are only walking our way through FF14. We are, what did we work out? 432 hours in. We do the entire game in RP walk mode. Dungeons, trials, solo duties, travel. We don't have teleport. We just walk through the world. This is day 53 of doing this. We do it once a week. How was your FF14, Namikaze? What did you get up to? Bring it back. I'll let you break one of my legs. I don't need permission for that. Just a joke for the newcomers. You be Christopher Walken? No, I'm only Walken. I have a lore-accurate Mikote Seeker of the Sun name. And I look like Hatsune Miku. And a giraffe is attacking me. To be in a cast for 2 months. Keep her up and that might happen. But yeah, welcome in people from Nami Street. If you don't know me, I'm Nirethia. You can call me Niri. I am an RPG enjoyer, trophy hunter, FF14 walker, and now a WoW zone-locked player. We started that last week. We had our second stream of that yesterday. This is FF14 only walking, and we are only walking our way through the MSQ. You get to a beach to play the SpongeBob walking song? No, but that could be a good meme. He's a professional ultimate progger. No, I'm a very much mid ultimate progger, thank you. Yes, Rain Dog, and I'm doing my best to get my crafting to level 80 before hitting it and walking myself. Oh, nice, nice. You're trying to get like everything to the like starting level of the expansions before you go through them. But yeah, we only walk through dungeons, we only walk through trials, we only walk through the world. We cannot teleport. This is actually the first zone where we've had to use return. Stop being humble. It's not being humble. We're just disciples of the hand and land. Ah, okay. What's your main combat job? There will be an ad in 45 seconds. I apologize for that. I can delay it, I think. Yeah, we'll snooze it for a bit. It actually told me for once. Ah, honored scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry stationed at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Main DPS is Ninja on that count. And account that being my streaming identity. Ah, nice. I play a Reaper because it's probably the best movement job apart from Ninja, but it started at, you know, level 70, which made it a lot easier. I did have to level Dragoon. So I was Dragoon until Reaper. I do have a Gunbreaker in the mid-70s and a Sage in the early 70s too. Oh fuck, I have to talk to the stupid Dragoon. Main tank is Dark Knight, main healer is Astrologian. Oh, Astrologian, interesting. I raid as a Reaper, but I'm best in slot on Reaper, Dragoon, Samurai. And Dancer, no, actually. Though I have been to Town before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best ask for directions from this sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide, like certain others. Oh. Someone's pissy. He just puts this guy faint because he briefly stops walking. I only do it in combat. But I can do things like this. Yeah. So actually, that lets me demonstrate a fun fact. The Reaper teleport, like the back version, you know, going back and forth depending on which one you use first, doesn't like elevation changes. It's quite annoying, because it doesn't take a lot for it to get annoyed and not let you do it. not doing combat. What would I say my other main job? I don't really have a main... I don't really have a main tank job. I guess at the moment it's Paladin because I'm trying to farm them out. But yeah, I don't really have a tank I main. Occasionally happens when a wild A rank appears. Yeah, dude, that one appeared on me completely randomly, not because I wasn't paying attention or anything. Welcome in, Scry. Ah, Mistress Amone. I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the Satrap. If you require directions to Megaduta, I should be glad to provide them. The Satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Radzatan. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the Aetheryte is disabled. That's fine, I don't use them. As such, I will provide you with an alternate path. Please, first ascend the steps next to this fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge on Pax's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive at the Ruvidar fibers. Within you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough. Watch him just jump. Do you think people have peed in that fountain? I hope so. I mean, judging by what Senny was saying earlier, he might have shat in it. I don't know if I can pin that one. I think it's been too long. Yeah, well, let me jump back to that one. I picked up the Pictomats for finishing the Cardinal Sins and Shadowbringers. Ah, yeah, because you need a caster, right? Yeah, yeah. It is a cool quest. It is the Cardinal Virtue one. It's cool. I didn't like being forced to do it on this, though. But that's just because I don't like being forced to do anything on this. Discuss the sumptuous portal. Ah, yes. I know about this portal. Leads to a nearby isle. The treasure vault of one of Ratzatan's wealthiest families. They took the God of Luck for their guardian, on account of which they occasionally open up a section of their vaults for aspiring treasure hunters to try their own luck, so they say. There are also other coffers hidden across the land that act as portals. Find one and you gain access to a vault. Something to bear in mind in case you exhaust your funds while on the road. It is a troublesome experience, as I can personally attest. Awesome, and then people tell Standing against the wall and Limsera sound off, because I know dogs or people have peed there. I mean, you're a Hrothgar, though. People might think that when you lean there, you're peeing there. You know? I'll be wearing these. How much money do you think Estinian makes? Not as much as he spends. I dread to think what's going to happen if Tataru gets a hold of him for a long time. Could be some monka duties to do today. Fucking hell. Guys, it turns out that 3 hours of sleep isn't really enough. Go figure. Go to sleep? No. I need to finish this fucking challenge. Heading to Megaduta, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find the workshop of Ruvidar fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way. I want to see what they say up here. Unless it's Estinian lecturing me for going the wrong. You could finish it when you're less sleepy. Dude, even if I do this like 1 day a week, without, like, cutting streams short, it's still going to take me until, like, the end of September. I started this in June last year. Discuss the vibrant textiles. Ah, the Venerian weave. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Emmerich will be partial to the gold thread. And the blue, of course. He loves his blue. I've never put much thought into what I wear. Spare set of clothing is usually all I carry. And if that isn't enough, I can always obtain something locally. I knew you'd say something when Emmerich was mentioned. Sorry, Lamerick. Wonder when we'll see him again. Probably the end of Endwalker, I guess. This alien didn't wear anything at all. I'm sure you have a mod that enables that. If you are here for an airship, I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. Other side, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Megaduta. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple, really. Ascend those steps and then continue straight ahead and across the bridge. You cannot miss it. I didn't even know this game had... Shut the fuck up. I literally have a screenshot of that you modded in holding a fucking cardboard sign. Look, I like that they think about each other when they're... Debate, guys. Think you're confusing me with someone else? Okay. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna post the picture of the message on Imager and send it to Square. Especially after seeing avoided Emmerich at that meeting. It's true, yeah. I remember passing by here with Varshan. The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life is yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to Hamza myself. Meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. Oh. So guys, do you reckon we'll finally get to pick a new zone in Zone Lock next week? Pure. You know, I remember when you spent like 3 days building mods for Skyrim, and then it took you like overnight for it to compile, and then you played the game for less than the time that it took you to mod it. I recall this vividly. Because when you were doing it, I was like, I bet he isn't going to play it for very long. Maybe. Yeah, I need one item, dude. I literally need one thing. It's just a 1 in 333 drop chance. I've done 107 attempts. And I can't afford to buy it with bad luck protection because it's too expensive and it costs 100 times what I have. When we start getting access to more dungeons and more in the weekly raids, we should start getting a lot more money. But we aren't going to get access to a raid for at minimum of 2 zone spins. And considering it's RNG, it may be a lot more than that. Greetings, and welcome to Megaduta. May I inquire after your business? We are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Ah, of course. We have been expecting you. I will show you into the audience chamber, if you would please follow me. My pure heart. I probably have some screenshots of that too. He wants to play, but he doesn't want to come over here. Fucking love this cat. Scrub my DMs for unrelated reasons.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent in more ways than one.
Yeah, he hugs
One
my
becomes
feet while I'm
accustomed to the
streaming.
taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Until his mummy opens the door, anyway, and then he'll fucking launch out. Because he's like attached to Jazzy.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Says the guy that knocked himself unconscious with magic.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words.
I should get him a platform like here.
In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales.
You think he has to brush his tusk teeth? I wonder how he does it without thumbs.
Along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
That'd be a shitty job to pull in the Radiant Host, wouldn't it?
Were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
Do you reckon dragons clean themselves like cats? Like, do you reckon they pull back the curtain one time and Vreecha was just like licking his own balls? That's probably a clip.
We are humbled by
Never
your
mind.
generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Khan will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Shit.
Every single one of those
Mumba's
scales
still
came
looking
from
at
you, didn't they?
Vreecha lick his own balls. I didn't
You
say
must
that.
still be in such pain.
Tis of no moment, a mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
That's quite a sentence. I think you can speculate whether a dragon licks their own balls and not want to see it.
Albeit brief.
The conversations
My
we have
involvement in
here.
the Dragon Song War afforded me a glimpse
Sorry,
of the
new people,
myriad
but
sorrows
it
which
doesn't get
consumed
better.
both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first
Reptiles got balls, guys. I mean, have you asked one?
choice had already been made.
It's 2026, dude. You can't assume that dragons don't have balls.
In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces.
I mean, there's literally a website dedicated to making replicas of certain appendages.
My brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vreetra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question.
Really deep and
The
thoughtful
Telophoroi are
conversations.
intent
I
on
mean, they do make you
rephrasing the
think.
final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the
The
star.
latter is accurate.
As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift.
That's Nikote groom themselves like IRL cats.
Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that
I think flexibility might be the limitation. Before any other weird things.
So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort.
Hope you solo group. That sentence can mean a lot of different things, Huey.
'Tis a story from my youth, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question,
FBI.
of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsummer did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind.
I like Reach's character.
And portentous
His voice is
were
good
his
too.
words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydaelyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
I'll post a picture in Discord of what Moomba's doing right now. It's very cute.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Graha was an archer. He attached a brush to the end of his arrows.
Prithee, a moment. There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
Oh, did a bot get yeeted or something? Midgards, I've not spoken with your father in some time, yeah.
In accordance with the covenant he forged with
He looks so cute in that picture.
the stewardship of this star hath ever been his purpose. Silence in the face of thine actions is the greatest sign of his approval. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsummer's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread.
A rivulet of dread. What a
For
term.
upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot, thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
This kitten is too precious, guys.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
But you did.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Another quest, 2 quests down in an hour and 40 minutes. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. So, what were you and Vricha talking about? Nothing? Very well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. The Color of Joy. Alpha now has a mind to join the others at the High Crucible. The attendant was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let us return to the Mulberry Orchard. Did you guys see the Moomba picture in Discord? Yo, Spamantha, welcome in. How's it going? How are you folks all doing? Hello. Get your shout. Dude's name is amazing. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. How was your FF14 today? Welcome in, folks, if you don't know me. I am Nirethia. You can call me Niri. This is FF14 Only Walking. says, hi, I'm only walking, and we are only walking through FF14's MSQ. We are currently about 15% through Endwalker. We've been going since June last year. And, yeah. 72.7% done, so we're getting there. Nearing the end. Assuming that you don't ever play tank or healer because of the need to run. I play tank for some things, but not very many. Good, we were hoping Des Ranger finish the Omega Raids. Oh, nice, I like the Omega Raids. They're a good time. That's his foot now, I hope you weren't using it. He's moved a bit now, so it's not like... He's not holding it right now. But no, I did play tank for a couple things. Obviously, there's also the special duties we have to do it in. We were a Dragoon, mostly, until we become Reaper. No spoilers, but like, no worries. Take it easy. Hope you enjoy the rest of your 14 experience. Yeah, nice to meet you. From here on, we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. Yeah, this way. Alright. This will go... This is another one of those ones where you just walk a very specific way through town. So it looks like it has a ton of objectives, but it's not actually far. Spamantha. It's a great name, though. How's the world race going? Okay, around the same. Where the street turns, enter the door straight ahead and then descend the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Ratzatan. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. There was a P4 Enrage sighting. Interesting. Okay, so DN and Poikos still top. Okay. I can't wait for all the armchair raiders to talk about how the fight is too hard or too easy and they haven't even set foot in an extreme or savage, because it happens every single ultimate. And here's the Aetheryte Plaza. So far, so good. There isn't much further to go. I remember. Oh, he moved and then moved to my other foot. From here, we just need to cross to the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger of two doorways. The High Crucible lies beyond. I suspect the others have already collected the warding scales. Come, let us join them. It's nice actually seeing players around. It doesn't happen very often unless I get sent to Limsa. How's your prog going? We had a 19% P1 wipe. But we've had subs since the start of the raid tier because Rice has been away. So we've not had our full static since the start. But yeah, it was good. We're smoothing a lot of stuff out. It's fun. We didn't go in last night or tonight. Tomorrow's our next raid. We're lost, of course, but at least we found the place.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes,
But no, I
and
actually
they
hadn't
there are
talked
far
about it
more
in
than
there.
we could have hoped for.
So, all good.
Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
I think I'm going to have to use return again in a minute.
Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Thank you for the 45 stream streak, Jackie. Much appreciated,
Pray
sir.
allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes.
After you finish base, apparently, Scar.
One of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come. As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta. And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Great music.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true?
We tried doing one party, 6 years in chaotic worked. 8 tanks, not so much.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep.
Pay for effort though,
I
right?
didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it. Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there?
Pretty flower.
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha?
I forgot that Cryo used a
It
staff.
is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether
Oh,
is
Cryo, that
present
she used
where
a
there's
staff.
It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through.
Like, I haven't really thought about her from before Dawn Trail, really, for a long
Akasha,
time.
on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions.
Yeah, yeah.
Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The
Yeah,
only
she is, yeah.
reserve to influence it
She
an
is in the
abundance
background a
of,
lot.
I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
Big boy.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea
My
that
big
ether
boy.
is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest.
Handsome.
But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research.
Your dungeon
Which
go
is
well?
why my analysis of your
Relatively.
flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Spencer didn't have a
You
great time at the
nonsense, you
end.
have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much
I think he now has
appreciated.
trauma.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will
And
see to it that the
Spencer
talismans
was
arrive in
healing.
barracks.
So, careful, baby.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded.
No,
suggest you rest
Senny
while you
was
can.
tanking, and then it
From
was
here
me and
onward,
Lenny as
sleep is
DPS.
bound to be in short supply.
Spencer was healing. Was he healing, though? I mean, I died, so I don't know. What do we think? Do we say he was healing, guys? Or do we keep bullying him because it's fun? I will say, though, when you walk dodge stuff in Delta Attack, you feel like a fucking badass. Oh shit, I don't have to walk, I have to return. I can't get back otherwise. There's nothing we can do at the moment. So the way return is going to work, basically, for as long as we have to use it, is we will treat it like a zone border to Charlian. So essentially we use return and we treat the starting point as Charlian. So even though return will take us to Gridania, we will go to Charlian via the airship and the boat before we resume what we're doing. That is essentially how I'm trying to do it. Because I think it's a relatively, like, fair way to do it. So what we'll do, actually, maybe if we use... Up here, right, the airship landing. Maybe if we use return from the airship landing entrance. That'd be a good spot to do it. Because it's the closest to taking an airship. You reply to someone. There it is. Over there. I don't think I've ever used it. I've probably been down here at some point just exploring, you know, but I don't think I've ever used the airship. Probably why I don't know where it is. They're in a cutscene together. I guess they're playing through the story together. But I'm a cheapskate. I have like 1,000 Aetheryte tickets, so... That and, you know, submarine passive income. Guys, I'm quite tired. I'm not, like, too tired to focus, though. Like, I'm still enjoying myself. But if I hit the point where I'm just like, this is too much, like I said, I will end if I feel like that. Oh, cool. That's nice. Yeah, I think the thing is that whenever there's not, like, a relic, I'm not really playing a lot. So, I don't actually go through many. Go have a look over the end. Oh, cool. I wonder if there's like a boundary break here somewhere where you can get out. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, well. We came to the airship landing. We have to use return. Still not teleporting. Okay. So we'll fly to Limpsa and then boat to Sharlian. Right. We'll walk home. And then through Normieville. That's what this place is called, right? Nice. Seaside rendezvous. I just can't imagine like hanging out here all the time, I guess. But a lot of people do. And if it makes them happy, it's not harming anyone else, so why not, right? Black Mage job set. Ironwork staff. Nice. Viper. How is that? Can't really tell. Yeah. None of the limps a bunch on.
Alright,
Yeah,
this is
so what's up?
UC word.
Thank you for the 13
Hello,
months.
gamers.
I sent you a DM. Sent me a DM. A spoiler. Yo, good choice. It's a fucking good game. I still need to go back and do the DLC and stream, but to be honest, I can't really be bothered. I really enjoyed the game, but I'm like, it's just like, It's that thing, it's like, how do I fit it in, right? Like, what do I move around? Can I move this around? It's just too much effort, so I just don't do it. Second hand cost $80 and the brand new was 68. That's Australian dollary dues, right? Because I bought mine on release and I got like 15% off because of PS Plus, so it was like 43 GB. Yeah. I paid $80 on launch, like pre-order basically. That's crazy, dude. Oh fuck, I'm tired. Oh man, if I get to In From the Cold today, fuck. My brain is running at like, I don't know, maybe 40%. We're being generous. You say you're not going to do the E3 3D? No, I was going to do it when it released, but I just couldn't be bothered. And now I just don't have a slot to fit it in. Without, like, changing days around to do it. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labours safely in storage. For now we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Thancred suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. Welcome back, Amoni. Kyle has apprised me of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. While it isn't much, I've changed your sheets and plumped up your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice, clean bed after completing a major milestone, be it penning a thesis or defeating deiform entities. So, would you like to take a look at your new improved lodgings now? Retire. Just do it off-stream. Probably not. Because I don't really have a reason to. Not just because all my off-stream time is consumed by WoW at the moment, but...
Take heart and protect them well.
No worries, Hunter. Hopefully I'm still awake in an hour or two.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Does look good. Maybe I'll get pizza tomorrow with Jazzy.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Sharpen cuisine
That's a good
is
impression.
not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare?
Alright, did I tell you guys about the new coffee shop
Next
downstairs?
time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
We have like a commercial area in front of where we live. It's like, it's only for
An
access for
excellent
people that
idea.
live here.
Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if
the-
they are to maintain a healthy
The guy who
constitution.
opened a coffee shop is like trying out his new menu, and we're basically his like
Assyrian,
tasting guinea
beset
pigs.
on all sides.
So we get like free food whenever we visit. He's trying things out.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes? Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it?
There's another
Come to
Moomba
think of
thing
it,
coming.
Isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed. And in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Tloforoi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
So many cutscenes in Endwalker, man. Holy crap. Not good for a person who's really sleepy.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
I love how he's just still diving around in this
You
secret
used to
section.
sneak around the
Yeah.
forbidden archives.
Yeah.
Yes, well, after a fashion. They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me.
Get to
And I
UT
could hardly move the
then.
library's platforms without attracting attention.
UT?
Now could I?
Oh!
Unreal Tournament? That's where my brain went. Oh, Ultima Thule. Oh, not for a while then. If I got to Ultima Thule today, I'd be impressed. And very confused. Are we pushing on until dawn? I'll sleepy.
I'm not that ambitious.
No, normally I don't
But
wake up at
it's
4:45 in
pleasant
the
to while
morning
away the hours every once in a while.
and go to bed at like 1:30. Although that one I do quite frequently. I shouldn't, but I do. It's because of ultimate prog. No, my ultimate prog is from 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. I just I either play WoW or I like watch TV or something. Like 8 out of 10 Castles Countdown. I'm still going through it.
Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak?
And then obviously it was Summer Games Fest this morning, so I had to wake up early for it.
Well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news.
Oh, it's like season 16 of 8 out of 10 Cats now, I think.
And I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us
enjoying
here,
Fandaniel more.
then the timing becomes questionable.
He's easy to hate, which makes him a good character.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn, burn, let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth, much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
It's interesting that 24 quests into, or 23 quests, sorry, into Endwalker, it's still like this cryptic with the way he's talking. Okay. Ryle and Graha were having a pleasant conversation until you barged in. Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope? I was about to make my way to the studium as it happens. I wanted to try and speak with Scholark Monteshane, and thank him for coming to our rescue in the rostra. As it turns out, he'd come here to see us following the hearing, only to find that we'd already departed for Thavner. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for Yostolo and the others, I thought now would be the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally the troops while I go on ahead to the phenomenon. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studium for a time. That might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them we will not be long. Oh boy, I got rewarded with some Archon loaves. I'm so happy. Heading out for a stroll? The Scholark himself was here. In that case, what are we waiting for? I too am eager to see him, though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Alphino, of all the people worrying over his reputation, and at our alma mater no less. All the wonders never cease. You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. So this is quest number 24. The quest log thing in Discord, like for the walking log, was out by 1 last week because I used the one that we were about to pick up, which is where the paths merge again. So, yeah. It will look like we've done 1 less than we have this week when we finish. Right. I do miss this city theme being the main one. We get to enjoy that with walking at least. Oh, fucking hell. Oh no, it's the first big yawn. Here it is. Phenomenon. While I expect you made note of it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? While most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums, it also houses a number of laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and a host of administrative offices and so forth. As the centre of what would later become the studium, it was established to promote the study of etherological phenomena, hence the name. Though with the ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life and even the universe itself. And then, in the 432nd year of the 6th astral era, the phenomenon was decreed complete, and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. With a long and storied history, it is without question the world's leading authority in etherology, the arcane, the occult, astromancy, and countless other fields, standing proud as Sharlayan's foremost educational institute. You always did giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I have long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same foppish speech. Such is his undying love for the old stamping ground. He was in top form back then, youngest to enter the studium, graduated with highest honours in magical arts and etherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice of you to say, but Alphino actually entered half a year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honours, but I am certainly not the studium's most notorious master debater. In all respects, have I ever been in his shadow? If nothing else, just remember that this was where the legend of Alphino Levieux began. We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully we'll be somewhat more welcome here than when we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphino, and with a bit of luck it might work to our advantage. Well, there's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for Scholark Monteshane. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him. That was Alphino Levieux, wasn't it? The Alphino Levieux. And he's with his sister and Master Baldessian's granddaughter. This can only mean one thing. An event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word. Oh, sorry. You said you were looking for the Scholark, yes? Knowing him, he could be anywhere, but Miss Aliopo should have a better idea. To a private school known for academics, and she writes Orion J and Alphino as the sexiest and most awesome girl. Yes. That's funny. Are you lost? Wandering off the street, perhaps? Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship? I'm right, aren't I? How silly of me. An orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to Searcher's Meet. Let me start with a question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the studium? That's right, books. And what's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else? That's what we deal in here at Searcher's Meet. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. Eye of Pysa this, tongue of Gigantode that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end. Which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish, this being a school of magic and all. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you. I think you'll find it quite rewarding. The only thing I'm interested in gleaning is information on the Scholark's whereabouts. I beg your pudding? You're not a gleaner? Then this was all an elaborate ruse? No, wait, come to think of it. You never actually claimed to be one in the first place. My mistake. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his ways to make us meet. Go back the way you came in and you'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts, home to many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. In the time it's taken me to tell you all of this, the Skolak has probably already left. Best of luck finding him. I have a feeling you'll need it. Speak with the level-headed student. Yes, the Skolak was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research project. Though we spoke at length, I don't recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. When we parted ways, he went down the corridor, perhaps to one of the auditoriums. Oh, this is the last objective. One to Shane. Reckon he'd approve of me jumping on the desks. I stand out, to be fair.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student.
You have no idea, dude.
Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread.
The way this scene is presented, like the positioning of the characters, it looks like one that would be unvoiced.
Have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Oh no, it's study time. What's up, Lost? How's it going? This will be like the third or fourth time they've made me pay attention to education in this expansion. I'm not a fan of it. I think this is quite long. Shout out. Ah, you're still doing your 15 journey?
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether.
How's it going now?
Imbues us with life can
That's
be
14. Yeah, it's good, man.
categorized into
I'm just
3
really tired.
forms.
Yeah, we're about 15% through Endwalker now.
2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Endwalker is very cutscene heavy. There's like 20 hours of cutscenes. So.
Yes, very good.
Also very tired here.
This
I
is
woke
the
up at
form
4:45 in
which
the
layman
morning,
is
and
most
it's now
familiar.
3 PM and I haven't slept.
Consumed by even the simplest
I went to bed at
daily
like
activities
1:30 too,
and
so I didn't
replenished
really
by
sleep
the
very
food
much.
and drink that sustain us. This form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked.
You're on chapter 10 though, that's pretty far through. It seems that you progress quite quickly after a certain point.
And memories as words written upon it.
I guess because there was less overworld stuff to do, right?
Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon
Side quests, I did a lot of them as early as
was observed
possible.
on a vast
And some stuff I got to
scale
go back
not
to
so
do,
long
but it's not
ago.
huge. Oh, fair enough, okay.
And
That
what
makes
might
sense
have
then.
been?
The 7th Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act.
We've had a cutscene, like a voiced cutscene, every single quest today so far.
Which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation.
Think I'm going to lie down, but that was 24 hours. That's what it seems to have there. Super hype, nice man. Get some rest. Been up for 24 hours, you definitely need some rest.
Unnecessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace.
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be
I try to
dispelled
think
and
how I
the
would be
memories
after
restored?
24 hours. Dead, probably,
If
actually.
9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty.
Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea.
Sums it up.
For there we will
See you
be
later, bro. Take it
purified.
easy.
The blots upon our souls washed clean.
We'll talk soon? Yeah, no worries, dude.
And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
I have some of those.
After that.
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
You're pounding out the dense exemplar by finishing an EX plus leave. Instance pleases
I think
me.
that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
I was up for 36 hours trying to get to Sunshine Coast, Queensland. Yeah, my longest is... Actually, I have to check how long that took. Hang on. 45 hours was the longest I was ever awake.
With certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you.
When I flew from the UK to the Philippines.
To be given the run of Phenomenon.
That whole trip was stupid.
Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Alia. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
It might, you're thinking about it, it might have even been longer than that. No, okay, about 48. Yeah, about 2 days. It was pretty rough. Sound the bell, school's in. Because I woke up at like a normal time on the day I left, and I had to wait until like 5 PM to get the coach. And then the coach was like 9 hours. And then I had to wait in the airport for a few hours, and then the flight was like 15. And then I had like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour wait, and then another like 2 hour flight. And then from the airport to Jazzy's place. She ordered food because I was been up for someone was trying to feed me, and I was like falling asleep while she was giving me food. I just couldn't stay awake any longer. A capital idea. Kyle is digesting a rather hefty portion of food for thought. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the Forum's true motives, and the mysteries of life itself, for good measure. It's funny, I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude, only to leave more indebted than before. I have a feeling his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in the days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the Annex. Perhaps on the way you could better acquaint yourself with Quialiapo. As the Skolic suggested, while I share our findings with the Raha. Archon loaf. Baked with either fish or vegetable flour, this fluffy loaf of rye bread is, from a nutritional standpoint, wholesome indeed. Oh, he's so excited. Whenever you made any noise, he like perked up. He's here, baby. Aww. Go on. Go on, buddy. You can do it. He wants to go and see mommy, but he's like just woke up. Come on, baby. There we go. Alright. There's not too many steps to this quest, which means there's probably, you know, an absurd amount of fucking stuff to do. Oh, buddy, it is. And the worst X-Pack for walking? No. Absolutely not. Nothing is worse than Stormblood. Nothing can beat post-Stormblood. If I had a choice of redo post-Stormblood or clear every ult and get every weapon, I would pick the ults. I am not going through that again. Never. Ah, well, welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studio proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eortia and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa. So the time has come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way of the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan, but let us see what awaits us in Vilburn. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Astinia? Phew, I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. I shouldn't complain though. Breacher and the alchemists of the great work put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the forum's watchful gaze, I've little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn. I can feel it. To Limsa. Normal fates and... what do you mean? Normal fates on CE are getting better? Do you mean like in Occult Crescent? Oh, Cosmic Exploration. Sorry, my bad. I thought it was like critical, like Fates and Critical Encounters. Everything's dodged in the latest one. I didn't even finish the first one. Yeah, I'm a fish main. And first moon crafting was hell for fish. I wonder if there's really nice wafers are on sale again. Do my grocery shopping while we walk. I'll nail a mode and it'll be over. Yeah. Oh, shit, you see before you will say to Limsa. Just so inclined, that is. Thinking of hopping aboard. Yep. Just want to see you later. Enjoy your dinner, Scry. Thank you for hanging out. Where are we going? Oh, man. So much quieter at this end of Limsa. It's nice. Right. Oh god, I just saw the next objective. Not again. No. Oh, that didn't take long. Could be worse. Could always be worse. I was told to expect you. As you may or may not be aware, the Admiral is at present entertaining the elder seeds here in the Sultana. 3 of the most powerful women in the world in one room. Do you need a moment to prepare, or shall I show you to them? My apologies for calling you away from Charlian at such short notice. On the contrary, we are honoured and grateful, and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. 'Twas only right that this discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers, and it is only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. But might I ask what your plan entails? It hinges entirely on the warding scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlian, the allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of kobolds, Sahagin, Ixel, and Ananta have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph in Rad-Satan has given us cause for hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace, and it is you, scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Telophoroi at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These brave few will be the Ilzabard contingent. To think that such progress has been made in such a short a span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered. Robbed of their free will, they serve the Telophoroi's every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but because it is the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I only ask that in choosing to remember what we do not also forsake, also choosing to remember that we do not also forsake our compassion and morality, for without that there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. Aye, on that we can all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Thancred and Urianger observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's a reason to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we'd failed to make any headway, though the same could be said of the Telophoroi. They're certainly in no rush to press further into our lands. I'd wager the spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Y'shtola's analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal currents. Based on her observations inside the Tower of Zot, the spires siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to the large spire in the capital. There's a logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good. But what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Ilzabard contingent. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. For honor and glory. Couldn't have put it better myself. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the warding scales to Ala Mhigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Ilzabad. Rauban and Lord Aemeric are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Pack worn clothing, furs and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in back before the Telophoroi so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Now go, safe in the knowledge Eorzea will be as you left it, or better, upon your return. Okay. Speak with Rauban in the Ala Mhigan Quarter. Give me a sec. Off the grid. Sweet. Back into grid. And it's raining, because it's always fucking raining here. Being back home. Someone's script break. Okay, so off the East Shroud and then Ala Mhigo. 10 minutes of cows. You know what? Yeah, I kind of deserve that. Or just fix your shit, Cake. What do you even need to fix? It can't be that bad. It's not like solve world hunger. No, as someone who did like internet technology in university, I know how fucky things can be. Unity is fucking broken because my branch on GitHub is corrupted. So is it a custom install then? You can't just do a... I don't remember. You can't just do like a reinstall of the base repo? I mean, yeah, I saw what I'm gonna lost my form. I hate when that happens. Dude, I'll never forget. The funniest thing ever with these cat ears was when we did Tomb Raider and I was wearing the full like cat girl maid outfit. And I walked on the balcony to let Itchy out to pee. And there was a kid on the balcony like a few down and I just fucking dead stared him in this outfit and walked back in. I probably corrupted that kid forever. He probably has like lasting trauma now. Mumby. Hey. Hey. No chewing wires. Vicious boy. What are you doing? God, he's so big now. You playing with the PlayStation? I have like a little, like Bandai PlayStation, like a little PlayStation plastic model kit. And he's playing with the controller. Bubba. Look, there's a gamer cat. Wow. Gamer cat. Later Walker. Makes me feel like I'm a Walking Dead zombie. Which honestly, considering how tired I am, is probably not far off. Whoa. Vicious Mumba. So vicious. You really like wires, don't you, Kitty? Yeah. Okay. What are you doing? I can't believe we have to walk to fucking Ala Mhigo. I mean, I was expecting to have to walk to Ala Mhigo because of where the entrance to Garlemald is, but still. You having fun, Mumba? What you doing, little boy? When did I put these stupid ears on? Oh, okay. 37. Hey, leave the wires alone. Hey, crazy cat. Nearly at the joint. To the Stormblood zones. So we are including. Once we hand this quest in, we are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 away from Tower of Babel, so we are not making that today. Though with what some of these quests are, that's for certain. That was a very time. I think what I'll do is I'll get to Ala Mhigo or Garlemald and see how I'm feeling. And if I'm too tired, I'll just end a bit early. Hey, stop it. Stop. Silly cat. Give me a sec. Yes. Okay. Still back to doing my groceries while we walk. Gotta multitask. This fucking zone, dude. Apparently a lot of people doing Final Fish hate this zone as well. But it's because of Zethacanthus, the fish here. I got really lucky with that fish because apparently it's a... People compare it to a bar of soap. It's not a fish, it just slips constantly. But I got it on my first cast. Which is probably why Ruby Dragon took me so fucking long. Man, I hate grocery shopping. I always miss something whenever I do it as well. It's never like simple. Nice. Yeah. Trying to research stuff and make sure I don't get stuck. Careful, Mumbo. No, don't stand on that. Careful, buddy. Ow. What did you find now? Oh, you're back to playing with the PlayStation. Okay. He's chasing my mouse pointer now. It's so cute, dude. Holy shit. Oh, I wish you guys could see it. He's just trying to get the mouse pointer. Too fucking adorable. Okay. Hey, careful, buddy. Right. I am very tired. We'll get to Ala Mhigo and hand this quest in. I think that's where we'll stop today. We'll be like a bit of a half-length one. You can see the scratch that Mumba gave me just now. He was trying to climb on my back and he slipped, but it actually left quite a big mark, huh? I didn't realise that. Shit. Close the fucking cruise. Damn it. Alright. Okay, yeah. So, and in capital idea, get to Ala Mhigo, and then that means that we can Actually, yeah, no, that'll be a good spot to start next week when I don't have to stay up until stupid o'clock. And we can just start with the whole Gala mold arc. Also, with the fact that I don't have to wait to finish walking to start zone locked now, because I'm already doing it, I'm not as bothered about making it by like a set date. I'd actually kind of like it to end slightly after the end of September, because it means that I don't have to have a break to finish Dawn Trail. Hmm. Mumba's just staring down the... He jumped on top of the PC because he likes up there because it's warm. Because it's where my my radiator exhausts. But he's locked on to the PlayStation 1 on my desk. He's just staring at it. So focused. Precious. Okay. Through the peaks. There's not really much else to do here. Like, nothing's dangerous, so you don't get interrupted by mobs, but it also kind of makes it feel less involved, I guess, because you're just strolling through. So it's a bit of a conflicting feeling, because like when you have to fight mobs to get everywhere, it gets kind of annoying. But when you're doing these ones, you kind of wish just something would just punch you in the face, so it breaks up the monotony. I mean, I suppose I could just attack things randomly if I wanted to. There's nothing really stopping me. Hmm. Oof. Keep going. Gotta get to Ala Mhigo, dude. And then I can go and have a nap. Fucking hell. I got too excited because of Revelation and couldn't go back to sleep like I'd planned. I'm such a kid. Oh fuck, I went up. I normally go in the lower section. Huh. I haven't done that for a while. Watching the world race. Seeing someone not do mechanics and try and learn things. Oh, it's Lucrezia. Okay, that makes sense. That is a very JP thing to do. It is kind of strange still. It's still strange watching someone like just do mechanics and not do any DPS. Like their only focus is doing it correctly. Okay. Alright. Nearly an Ala Mhigo. Not, well, no, I'm not nearly an Ala Mhigo. I'm nearly in the locks. How goes the end walking? It goes good. I'm just very tired. So once I get to the hand-in for this quest, I'm ending early so I can sleep. I've been up since 4:45, so I am very tired. 4:45 on 3 hours of sleep. Great. Ouch, yeah. But we did do a few quests at least. Nowhere near as many as I would like, but some. Progress, it is, yeah. Just yeah, just super sleepy. But I want to get to where this quest is handed in at least. And I'm not in a hurry to finish, like I was just saying. I'd actually quite like to finish just after the end of September so we can finish Dawn Trail. Like, on time, basically. And, since I started Zone Locked, I'm not in a rush to finish this to start Zone Locked. So, I don't mind taking my time. I made the tabard, by the way. I think it's as close as I could get it. It was kind of hard to tell with, like, bad lighting in a 15-year-old Screech. Right. Looked through a bunch of screenshots and all vids, but most showed me from the back or raid group members weren't wearing. Okay. I wonder what the skull one was then. Like the skeletal one. Because I was definitely already in Silk and Steel at that point, but I don't know what it was for. None of the reps, maybe. It's possible. We have to look into reps at some point. My biggest concern at the moment, though, is just getting the blackjack from Nog and Summer Game Fest overnight. FF7 Revelation. The reason I'm so fucking tired. That and the Code Veronica one. There were a few others that I like the look of, actually. Guild Wars 3 FF7 game. Yeah, Gen... whatever it was called. The Gen one, yeah. I liked, I haven't played The Last Guardian, but I have done Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. Not quite as good. I've heard that, yeah. Maybe I'll trophy grind it at some point. But next is Demon Souls remake, so I'll have to wait. Oh. Race for world first is still going. Looks like the top team is strategizing at the moment. Although it's pretty close, there's only 3% in it at the moment. Which guilds are involved? There's quite a few statics. They're not really run by guilds so much in this, except maybe Lucrezia. Most of them are just static groups. But the top one is Poikos at the moment. Poikos, a JP team. And then it's 2 NA teams. And then a Chinese team, and then another NA team are in the top 5. How's your progress been going? We are almost at the end of phase 1. But we won't go back in until tomorrow night. A tricky fight. Fun though. It was tricky. It's a cool fight though for him. It has like puzzle mechanic. I mean, Ultimates always have a puzzle mechanic in it, but yeah. You fight Kefka, and then if you do it incorrectly, you fight God Kefka. And then when you beat him, it just kicks you out of the instance. But then if you go back in and do his puzzle correctly, and you beat God Kefka, you get phase 3. And he summons Chaos and X-Death. And then there's phase 4, which is him in the middle with Neo, X-Death, and Chaos off the arena doing other stuff. And that's as far as people have got so far. But probably about 20 minutes, yeah. But we don't know. We don't know how many phases there are yet. It's assumed there's 5. But, yeah, it's probably a 20-minute fight. Hundreds and hundreds of pulls. It's definitely harder than through. I'm trying to find how long through took to clear. 3 days. We're on day 4. Oh, it's day 5 actually. Day 5 now. Well, day 5 in 2 hours. Five days for a world first group and not even in the final phase. It's kind of crazy. They tend to retune fights after what? No, they don't. They leave them. Unless fights are bugged, they generally leave them. Oh, we're nearly there. I can nearly sleep. I'm so fucking tired, man. I said I would end if I got too tired. But I didn't want to end in the middle of a fucking walk to Ala Mhigo because I hate it. I hate the walking to this place. Not even if I... Dude, Okay, Spencer, I went to bed at 1:30 a.m. I woke up at 4:45 a.m. and I haven't been to sleep. I am running on 3 hours, my guy. And I did an 8.5 hour stream yesterday as well. Streaming is tiring, dude. It kicks your ass. There's my 4 hours of sleep a day. No, you are. I normally sleep like 7 or 8. I couldn't yesterday. Because I wanted to watch SGF. 4 hours of sleep will kill you. Sleep deprivation is the worst thing. You pay for it later, yeah. You should have. Yeah, I remember. I do remember in WoW, it was quite bad for you. You'd go to bed really late sometimes. In 2 years already. Yeah, but then suddenly you get really sick and you're like, I wonder why. You know? And it's like, that's why. The Wanderers return. You've been busy bringing down a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warden scales of yours are what's made this whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Aymeric be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there was a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Ilzabard contingent. The very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid unto the Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. I'll please them all. Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I have battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I had to say it, the Lord Emmerich struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing yours is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Ilzabad, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Oh, Gaius. Word of your exploits travels quickly. From what I gather, the protective talismans you obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. So you're not coming with us? Strange, I thought you'd have a stake in this. I do. The Telophoroi have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel with the Ilzabad contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I am branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. For what it is worth, you have my gratitude. You and your comrades have the strength and courage to deliver my countrymen. I am certain of it. In light of Gaius' rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. And if I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you. All of you. These are all bots, dude. Best of the best. Okay, that's the next quest. Alright, we'll have an early stream end today because I am super tired and I need to sleep. Kind of expected this, to be honest, but alas. Figured we'd try and get some done. So that was quest 25 of 155 at Endwalker. We will be back on Tuesday for Demon Souls Remake. And then Walk-In will return a week today, and hopefully I won't be dead. Then we have Zone Locked as well on Friday. We might get out of Elwyn Forest if I can get this fucking rare drop that I'm after off stream. We might actually get to spin for a new zone. We have a choice of 3, I think, but we'll see what we get. Let's go and raid Sandra. Sandra is, I think, pretty much on the same quest as us now. Yeah. Which means we can be mean. No, I'm going to bed. I'm not going to be mean. But yeah, thank you guys for joining in for Walking Day 53.